Hi everyone. So I made 4 of these panels and I'm looking at this right here and this is kind of cool. It kind of looks like little cat ears. So if you made 2 of these, you could actually put this on a headband or something and you could have cute little cat ears. Maybe you could even put like like the thin glow stick around it for Halloween. But anyways, so I have 4 of these and for this one, just so you can see, I put the knot right here at the top. So the knot is not in the center, so this one is the knot in the center. This one is the knot right here. If you use a thinner string, the knot won't be as big. So that probably wouldn't even matter anyways, but I'm just letting you know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this together, stitch it together, and I'm going to use my, where's my fishing line? Oh, here we go. I'm going to use my 25-pound fishing line for this, and I'm going to use about, I don't know, let's say I'm going to use about 5 feet. Not sure if that's too much, but I'm going to use a little trick. I'm not going to cut the string. No, actually, sorry, I do need to cut the string because I'm going to do a I'm going to weave it in and out. So I take that back. I have about 5 feet of fishing line. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch these together, and I'm going to start here. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Give me a second while I think. Okay, so do I want a bead right here? Just give me a second to think. I think I do. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so you orient your piece like this, and on the left string, I'm going to add a bead. Okay, so the left string has a bead on, and then I'm going to pull that string through the top bead here so that I'm mirroring. So both strings are coming out of the top beads, and I'm going to pull. So let me check to see if this is what I want before I continue. Okay, so if I do this, yes, this is what I want, because I'm gonna use this center bead to connect the triangle on this side. So I think this is what I want to do. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, so I have 1 bead here, and then I'm going to make sure that my 2 strings are the same length, and then I'm going to add a bead. Oops. I'm going to add a bead, and then I'm going to cross the string. Cross the string like that. Cross. Okay. And then what that's going to do, go. What that's going to do is put a bead right there. So this is a new bead, and this is a new bead, and it's going to actually, ooh, this will work. This is a better view. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna, let me see what the easiest way to. Okay. So I'm gonna take this top string, and I'm gonna go through this bead. And I'm going to take this bottom string, and I'm going to go through this bead. So I'm going to work a little bit. It's going to be a little bit weird because I'm going to try not to pick up this piece so that you see what I'm doing, which is a little awkward for me, but if it's easier to understand, I think it's worth it. So this is going to go through that bead. Okay, so it looks like this now. Okay, and then I'm going to take the ends of the string. I'm going to add 1 bead, and I'm going to cross the string. Oops, sorry. I'm going to add 1 bead, and I'm going to cross the string like this. Okay, and then I'm going to pull the string, I'm going to pull the bead down here. So now this bead is between these 4 beads right here. Okay, okay, so now, so the bead is going to go between here. I'm going to take the top string and I'm going to go here. I'm going to take the bottom string and I'm going to go through here. Okay, top string, bottom string, okay, so now I have a bead between. Okay, I'm going to take the 2 ends, put them together, okay, and then I'm going to put a bead on. I'm going to cross it with the other string like that. I'm going to pull this bead down, okay, and I'm going to do the same thing that I've been doing. So I'm going to take the top string and go here. I'm going to take the bottom string and go here. Okay, now let's just pick this up. I'm going to pull the string a little bit tighter now because I don't want it all loose. Okay, so I want make sure this bead right here is not loose. Make sure it's nice and tight. So that looks good. Okay, looks like I could do this one more time. I'm going to take the 2 ends. I'm going to add a bead. Okay, and then I'm going to cross the string like this. Okay, and then the top string is going to go in this bead, the bottom string is going to go in that bead. So top string, bottom string, like that. Oops, where'd my string go? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to have to shift this a little bit so that you can see. Okay, so we're going to be basically doing the same thing that we have been doing, but now I'm going to start to, I have to fold it because I'm stitching the ends together. So I'm going to add a bead here by putting the ends together, adding a bead, crossing it. Okay, so I'm just repeating the steps. So top string here, bottom string here. Okay, let's add a bead. Adding a bead, we're crossing. Okay, I'm gonna change the view a little bit. Okay, so now this is what I was calling the bottom string. So this string is gonna go here, my left string is gonna go here. So bottom string on the bottom bead that's sticking out, top string on the top bead that is sticking out. Okay, make sure again to keep these beads, the new beads, kind of tight. They shouldn't be loose. Okay, I'm going to add a bead. I hope if anyone is trying to follow this, that you have recognized that there's a pattern. Okay, so I'm going to put the string through this bead here. And I'm going to put the other string through that other bead that is sticking out. Okay, and then I'm going to add a bead here, so it looks like we're at the corner again. We are making progress, so that's cool. Add a bead. Oops. Okay, and we're going to keep going. We add a bead, so now I'm going to go through this bead. And then this one is going to go through this bead. Add a bead, cross. Okay, I'm gonna go through that bead there. And this one is going to go here. Oops, there we go. I can't wait to see someone make this using multicolors. I just think it'll be so cool if like this band on the outside was a different color. I probably should have done that just so that it was easier to see. But I really wanted to make a pink bow. So I'm gonna add a bead. So maybe I'll just post a Kandi session where I am making a bow with 2 colors. So I'm gonna go through here. Okay, so final one, I'm gonna go through here, and I'm also going to pull through this bead, the first bead that we added, remember? So it's gonna go through 2 beads. And then this one is also going to go through these 2 beads. Okay, so I have a choice right now. I can either continue with this string and continue weaving these 2 pieces in, or I can cut this and then do this piece here and then tie it together. So if it was up to me, I would just keep weaving in and out. So what I would just do is see, this string would go here and this string would go there, and then I would keep adding a bead. But if you think that's going to be too difficult, or maybe your string is kind of short and you're not confident that you have enough string to do that, then just make a separate second panel, and then when you're at the end, tie it onto this bead. And I hope that makes sense. So there's 2 ways you could do it. You could just do this panel and then this one and then tie it together, or you could do it as one single panel. I guess I'll just do it as one single panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm holding these 2 together. I hope you could see that. And I'm going to go through this bead and this bead. So now, boom, they are connected, right? And then I'm going to add a bead, and I'm going to cross the string, and I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing for the last 3 sides. Okay? So I'm going to go through the next bead here, which is this one. I'm going to go through this bead right here. So what I love about making Kandi is that there's so many different ways to do one thing. So I know that for those of you that are new, you kind of want to follow exactly what the person is showing you, but as you get more used to it, just know that you can deviate from it, and there's just so many ways to do it. And that's where it gets really fun. Isn't this cute? Like, oh my God, this bow is coming out super cute. I am kind of blown away by how cute it is. I love it when I have an idea and then I make it come to life, you know? It's so fun. Okay, so it looks like we're at the corner here, which is, don't get phased because we're just doing the same thing over and over, right? But the corner, oops, sorry, hit the camera. Corner might throw you off just because these beads will look a little bit different, but it's just these two beads that we're going to go through. It's the same thing, it's just that they look a little bit different because they're sticking out at a different angle. Okay? But I'm going to go through, see, I'm just going through these two beads that are sticking out. Going through two beads again, so just doing the same thing over and over and over. I think, honestly, I think this bow is easier to make than the other bow. And the reason for that is because I'm not pulling the string through the same beads over and over. Sometimes the thread gets stuck in the bead and it's really hard to get it through because the beads are so close together. But these, like, you know, they're just sticking out, right? So it's really easy to pull this through. So if you have some hand pain, joint pain, this bow might be the bow for you because it's easier to make in terms of the tension of the string, the feeling on your fingers. Okay, looks like we're at the corner. So I think technique-wise, this one is a little bit more complicated just because you have to learn how to make the peyote triangle and then you're weaving it together. But like I said, this one is physically so much easier to make. But these bows do look different, so I'm going to go through these two beads right here. Don't get thrown off. It's just these two right here, okay? These bows look very different from each other, and I like that. Okay, here we go. Once cross. Bead and cross. Let's see, what time is it? Ooh, it's early in the morning, guys. Uh-oh, did I make a mistake here? Hold on, hold on. Yeah, so I made a little bit of mistake here, so I want you to see this. So this string, I actually accidentally crossed, so I think I put the top string in the bottom and the bottom string in the top. So you see how this isn't sitting nicely because something happened here. So I'm just going to take these two strings out. Yeah, I think I went the, you know what? The top string did go the right way, but, oh, no, it's wrong. Okay, so let's fix that. Now that's nestled in nice. And sometimes you will make that mistake when you stop focusing on the beads and you just start thinking about other things. But that's okay, just go back and fix it. I've made like huge panels before where I'm making backpacks and bags, and then you look at the bag and you notice this one bead in the middle that looks wonky because the string was twisted or something, and you're like, oh man, do I go back and fix it, or do I leave it, or maybe I make like a cute little peyote thing and just like put it on it because it bothers you, you know? But that was an easy fix because that was just the bead that I added before. So yay. And I'm actually glad that I was able to show you that mistake, because sometimes you make mistakes when you're not paying attention. Okay, so we're at the end here. My bottom string is going to go through 1, 2 beads, and then my top string is going to go through that bead there. So this bead, oops, 1, and then the second bead that it's going to go through is that middle bead, the one that's connecting these two pieces together. Now, and then this one is going to go through that top bead. The one downside of this bow is, like, look at that. Look at how like flimsy that middle connection is, right? So this is actually a very easy fix. I could easily put a bead here and a bead here just to strengthen it. So I think just for the, I think that's what I will do actually. So this one I said go through, remember how I said go through 2 beads? Let's see, where is this bead? Yeah, I'm going to pull these out. I'm not going to go through the center bead. Okay, so right now I want to show you that what I'm going to do. So don't go through the center bead yet. I'm going to add a bead here, okay? I'm going to add a bead. So let me work with this one later. I'm going to add a bead and I'm going to go up here, okay? And then I'm going to cross into this bead. And I'm going to go through the middle again, middle bead. And then I'm going to go through that bead. So I'm just kind of weaving in and out. So there, that looks nice. And I'm going to do that to the other side. Don't panic. It's simple. Let me show you. I'm going to add a bead to this string. Okay, I'm just reinforcing the strength of the middle. If you get it, if you string it through the wrong beads, it doesn't matter really here because we're going to cover this center anyways. So I'm going to take, I have the bead on the string, and I'm going to take the string and I'm going to go through 1, 2, back through the middle. So let's do that first. So I'm going to go up, or you know what, instead of up, maybe I'll do this side first. So I'm going to go same bead, right? Same bead. And then I'm going to cross into the bead next to it. Okay. I'm going to go through the center bead. And then let me figure out where this string is. Oh, perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that string in the back that's here. I'm going to pull it through the middle. Basically, the only thing I'm trying to do is get these beads, the string to meet. So I'm pulling it through here. You could pull it through any bead really, as long as the strings meet somewhere close to the middle. So this looks actually really cute just the way this is. So if you want to leave it just like that, that is very cute. So I'm going to tie, single, double, okay, and then I'm going to add some I'm going to add some clear nail polish. Any brand will do, cheap clear nail polish. Don't use that super glue. Super glue leaves like a white residue on the beads, not cute. Okay, so I did that double knot. I'm just going to add one more single knot just to really secure it. And if you're going to leave it just like this and you're happy with this look, cool. Just pull the string through some beads. Let me just show you really fast. Just pull it through a bead here, like that, and then cut it. But if you're gonna make the middle section, we're gonna cover this anyway, so that doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna cut it. Okay, so now let's work on the middle section. Okay. Oh my God, this is so cute. I love it. I love how this came out. Wow. Let me show you that just side by side comparison with the other style. So I did this with 2. I'm gonna do this one with 3 just because this is wider right here. So I want more support. I also like the shape a lot, you know?